My research and work revolves around improving science education through non-traditional approaches to instruction. So that may include using hip hop. And hip hop ed essentially is bringing teachers, students, principals, anybody who's a stakeholder in education, and then giving them tools to be able to inform their engagement with young people that are immersed in and rooted in hip hop. The teacher preparation work is expanding. We're working on really expanding the kind of offerings we have to teacher educators so they can understand this kind of work. So the teacher training work is expanding. Hip hop ed for the last 3 years have had a conference. We've had 3 years. We're going to go on our third year. We had 2 so far of a hip hop ed conference where we brought educators from across the country together who are utilizing these approaches to not just build community, but to share best practice.
You never you stunt on your haters consistently. Hood Rule 101, right? Never let them see you sweat, which is why we battle. The reason why we battle is just that. Battle rap is practice for real life oppression.
So the hip hop class meets 4 times a week. We cover a range of topics from the history of hip hop. They do projects based on annotating certain lyrics. So let's say we are covering Thanksgiving or Columbus Day or any of those, and so the assignment, we'll do a lesson on the truth about that, right? And then the assignment might be write a verse from the lens of an Native American. We've covered the Black Panthers, and so write a verse from the lens of a Black Panther being a 17 or 18-year-old, which is a lot, for many of them, they started very young. And then the struggles that they were dealing with or what they were fighting for. And then write a verse from your lens currently, right, in America today. So I use the class for historic purposes, writing from that lens, but they're tapping into what happened historically. How do they connect those emotions? And then they're writing. And so when you talk to them now, they know all the facts about that particular story. And on top of knowing the facts, they now have found a way to relate to it, understand it much better. We're giving you facts. It's very difficult to then write a rhyme around facts that you haven't digested. But if we're giving you facts and then you say, examine those facts, take a moment, because it's never like do it immediately. It's take a moment and reflect on that. And then tap inside of yourself and figure out what you want to say in response to that.
Simple. I do think that hip hop is better because, for example, history class forces you to observe and talk about things from a more objective standpoint. And hip hop ed forces you to put yourself in the place of what's happening. So if it's, let's say it's a war or something, and you put yourself in the place of a northerner or a southerner, like you really put your emotions in there. You really have to feel what's going on, and it helps you express yourself. So that's something that traditional education can't do. They say, here's a structure, MLA format or something, respond to this and make it concise. You don't have the option to put your opinions in it and make it about you and really put yourself in the spot of somebody who is in a situation. Incorporating this in a schedule for teenage high schoolers, it just makes sense. We listen to hip hop every day. So turning what we feel, what we see into hip hop pieces, it's really taking what we like to do and putting it in a form where we could break it down, where we could be creative.
What's up with it? Yeah, this concept is applied to all lives. We stride times distance, be a witness to the prize. Be a man, understand you comprehending this is vital. Work equals FD, the equation for survival. You're only...
But Science Genius is a project where I partnered with GZA from the Wu-Tang Clan to be able to have young people in New York City public schools write raps around science content while having a rubric for the kind of academic heft of the raps that they're creating. The students then write the raps and then they compete with their peers based on the quality of their raps. And the winners in the battles in each school meet here at TC at Columbia to have a citywide battle to crown a New York City science genius.
I'm grounded forever, no matter the weather, I'm good with a spot turn. But people keep playing with me. If you play with fire, you know you're gonna get burned. These people just don't know my movements. I keep to myself, I be staying in my burg. I pray every day that none of my brothers out there ain't gonna go get her. And these shoelaces say shoelaces, off white jeans saying off white. Science Genius was really fun. I met new people, got new experiences, and yeah, I rapped about anxiety. I wasn't a really bad student, but like I was always slacking. It was because I had no interest in it, or interest like learning, but like learning it in like this other form, it helped.
We are out here experimenting with approaches that utilize hip hop culture to see what's working. And if it works, we keep doing it. And if it doesn't, we remix it, because that's what hip hop has always done. We take a hip hop approach to educational research on hip hop.
Success. This word means a lot to me. I'm not a pretty bird with no brains doing thottery.
A lot of the niños is on my rectum. They say behind my back because they know they cannot enter my spectrum. And when I rap, I'm cool, calm, and collective.
My way out is not investing in the lottery. Y'all out here wasting time, man. Y'all on a path to poverty.
I was behind you, but I came in first, so call it interception. I'm preaching like a reverend. I'm getting hot like Texas.
My blood runs through my veins like ice. Y'all still stagnant over there like a deer in headlights.
Welcome to detention. I'm gonna give you a lesson. One thing I hate doing is not speaking up because, oh man, I forgot the rest.